Okay, folks, as promised, let's do another one. This one is a writ of mandamus. Let's get into it. A writ of mandamus, from the Latin we command, is a court order compelling a public official or body to perform a specific legal duty. It's used when someone has a clear legal right to have a duty performed, but the official or body has failed to act. All right. This writ can be used to correct errors or compel action in various situations, including administrative and judicial contexts. For an example, if you drop paperwork on the court and they just let it sit, they don't make it move, they don't do anything with it, they're just sitting. You do a writ of mandamus to force them to act on it, to make a ruling or decision on it, dismiss it, proceed forward, go to trial, whatever it may be. The writ of mandamus is used to force them to go ahead and do what needs to be done or what they must do. Key aspects of writ of mandamus. Purpose: to compel the performance of a legal duty, either by a public official or a lower court. When used, when there is a clear legal right to have a duty performed and the official or body has failed to act. Not used for discretion. It's not used for discretionary actions where an official has a choice whether or not to act. Types of mandamus. Conventional mandamus orders. Conventional mandamus, it orders an agency to collect a public record or perform a ministerial duty. Administrative mandamus, which is the one that we'll most likely be dealing with, especially with these courts, reviews the validity of a final administrative order or decision. Filing. Mandamus actions are typically filed in a higher court to compel a lower court, public official, or agency to act. Example: ordering a government agency to process an immigration application that has been unreasonably delayed. Not an appeal. So the mandamus is not an appeal. Mandamus is not an appeal. It's a separate action seeking to compel action, not to correct an error in a prior ruling. Example scenarios where a writ of mandamus might be used. Immigration: to compel USCIS to adjudicate an immigration application that has been unreasonably delayed. Again, you can use the same thing for your court case, regular court case. All right. When you drop your forms, your documents, and all that, documents pertaining to your status, and correcting your status and things of that nature, and they're not moving, they're not doing anything, you use this to get them moving. All right. Vehicle titling: to compel a state agency to issue a vehicle title. That's pretty good. Court proceedings: to compel a lower court to rule on a motion or enforce a judgment. There you go, what we talked about. To compel an agency. I'm sorry, let me recollect myself. To compel a state agency to issue a vehicle title, to compel a lower court to rule on a motion or enforce a judgment. Administrative decisions: to compel an agency to follow proper procedures or correct an abuse of discretion. Important considerations: exhaustion of remedies. Generally, a party must exhaust all other available legal remedies before seeking a writ of mandamus. Before seeking a writ of mandamus, you must exhaust all other available legal remedies. So this is your last recourse. All right. Clear legal right. The party seeking the writ must demonstrate a clear legal right to the performance of the duty. Discretionary actions. And this is okay. Discretionary actions. Mandamus cannot be used to compel an official to exercise discretion in a particular way. All right, so they can, if it's a matter where they can use discretion, you can't tell them or dictate to them what which direction to take that discretion. All right. And legal counsel, which, I mean, we can take counsel, but we wouldn't use an attorney. Filing a writ of mandamus can be complex. They're always going to say that to try to get you to just throw your hands in the air and go ahead and spend your money with one of their attorneys, one of their agents. Filing a writ of mandamus can be complex, and it is generally advisable to consult with an attorney according to some legal resources. Just study it. You know what I'm saying? AI, Google, they're your friend, and it's fairly easy to do these things. So, especially if once you understood the fundamentals of it and how the process is done, it's easy to do it. All right. So with that, another one done, another one down. Assalamu alaikum to the Muslims, Islam to the Moors, Shalom to the Hebrews, Hotep to the Egyptologists, Namaste to the Hindus, peace be upon you to the Christians, and good morning to those who are just waking up to this knowledge. Good morning. You're welcome.